Hello everybody, this is Bench85 and welcome back to Season 2. I guess it's not welcome back. Welcome to Season 2 of Farming Simulator 17. I've done a lot of searching with the maps and this is the map that we are going to be running. It's actually kind of neat because there's a lot of different informational things here. If you're curious about the map, I don't know if I can tell you what it is from here, but the name of the map is Kleinhau. The reason I liked it is that all the animals are pretty much in one place here, which is what I was looking for. There's a lot of smaller fields, but it also gives us the flexibility to do what we want here in this map, especially with the fact that there's a lot of meadows around here. So things that we can work up. So to give you an idea of what we're starting out with, that's basically what this is going to be about. This first episode, like we've done before, we're just going to do some exploring around. I don't know if we're going to start on anything yet. We got to see what's going on here. The biggest thing I should let you know, oh, we actually got a loader. Nice. Tractor and a loader right off the bat. So we got pigs here, chickens up in here obviously. We got a couple seed bags. I like this. We've got a place to put feed right next to where we're going to be feeding the pigs because we are going to be running stuff. We got a fertilizer and a drill. Good, that's a good start. Oh, this must be the loading area. Okay, cool. Yep, there's the manure and stuff like that. We got a shed here. So we got a mower, cultivator, plow. We got a tipper, a weight, a pickup wagon, bucket. Are those forks? No, it's a bale fork. Okay, for moving bales around. Cool, good. This is our load point for our silos. Silo system's right there, our unload's right there, so everything's nice, tight, and together here. We got some bunkers here that we can work with. I'm not sure that we're going to be using that for the pigs though, although we may use it for storage of certain items. If we're storing haylage or something like that, silage, we may make extra and let it sit there. We got a nice big meadow here, which is not considered a field, so at any point we could dig this area up as far as I'm concerned and it would be ours, because it is part of our land here. Could actually do a lot of work up in there. Let's see, what else do we got? Watch out for the chicken. So if we got this little road here, I think these trees are probably gonna have to go. Simply because they're kind of in the way and make it hard to see. So if we come up in here, we've got combine and a grain header. We got fuel right here on the farm that we can buy, which is really nice, so we don't have to worry about a tanker. Oh, there's another loader here. Tractor with a loader. And that looks like pallet forks. So we have all the attachments that we want already. I did not adjust anything here. Here's another tipper. Did not adjust any of the starting things except for the difficulty mod, which we're going to talk about. So here's the cows right here. We got feeding troughs, water troughs. Got a pair of bunkers here. Apparently this is not our field, so we can't buy that one. So we definitely got a lot to work with here. So there's a tipper there. So this is loading and unloading. Manure pickup there. What I do find interesting is you can drive right onto the pasture here where the cows would be. That's a water trough, it looks like. And actually you can drive through the pasture and get to the other side here, to this field. Now this is definitely a big map. Let's see, 9. So for this, there's a lot of fields on here, and all that green area up in the around the outside is all woods area, lots of forest. So it gives us the ability to do a lot. So like you can see where I'm flashing down there, where I am near 72. As far as I'm concerned, if I want to use these meadows, or this meadow here that's in front of me, I would have to buy 72. If I want to buy the one by 62, or use that one, then I have to buy 62. Just like the one behind, or between 57 and 62, I'd have to buy those fields to get those meadows. But once I do, then I can utilize those meadows. The one kind of above me, across that one path there, which got a little pond there, I consider that all in one shot. So if I want to use that, I can use that. But if we want to use the meadows, we're going to have to basically buy stuff. Is the way I want to do this. I also kind of hinted at this a little bit at the end of last season, what I wanted to do with this one. We're not going to be cropping really for resources, well, for money. We're going to be doing it through the animals, so as soon as we can here, and probably right away, we're going to try to get some animals here so we can start gaining some money, and our crops are going to go towards the animals. What I might do is our first harvest here, I may sell that right off the bat just to get some extra cash flow, and then we should be able to start getting the animals. So we got a main road here and turn off some different areas. So that wheat field there we own. Really isn't much of a field road here. So this one we own. This one that's done. This one we do not own. And the one down here we own, 44. That one has not been planted yet. Okay, so we got one field to harvest. And then I think we got one more field a little bit further up. But yeah, we're going to be heavily focused on animal income and as well as other sort of renewable resource income. So the sheep are right there. So if you look, the main farm's right there. The sheep are right up there, so it's pretty close. As close as I could get to getting everything on a main farm with a map that I actually liked. That looked good. So let's see, we've also got this field, which is not actually ready yet. So I think that's everything that we have, at least for now. Whoa. Okay. Driving here is going to be a little interesting because there's some pretty hefty ditches here. This entire map is based on the creator's farm that he grew up on. So it's very personal to him, which I find really neat, which is another reason. Oh, I can't knock over the signs. Awesome. I'd be doing it all the time anyway, so I'm glad I can't. So that's why there's a lot of different signs here explaining everything. So it's very personal to him, which I thought was really cool. So, get away from the chickens because they're noisy. So what do we do with difficulty things here? I installed improved difficulties. I'm guessing that fuel barrel doesn't work. Probably not. There's no power hooked up to it, that's why. Interesting. There's a lot of junk sitting around on the map. There's a lot of these trucks that just aren't there anymore. Oh, just kind of a prop that I can walk straight through. Anyways, I installed this difficulties improved, or improved difficulties. I forget what it's called exactly. But what it does is it changes a lot of the background stuff. So we're actually on normal this time around. It changes the starting amount. I only start with 20,000. I don't remember my total loan that I have or what's capable. I think it's a little bit more. I know easy it's like $2 million, which I really don't need. Ooh. Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, these are really big dollar amounts. But it's the maintenance that I'm worried about here. Everything's basically brand new too, which is really nice. Prices here are going to be a little bit lower, but not too bad. Oh, I should probably change this too. To make things harder, we are doing 3 fertilizer states, so we're going to have to fertilize things 3 times just to kind of increase or work on, instead of if we want to crop and we want to get a lot of resources for cropping, a lot of money from it, I guess. I don't know why I want to keep saying resources, but playing too much Minecraft apparently. We're going to have to put time into it and money into it to get it out. Periodic plowing is still on, withering is on, plant growth is down to slow, so it's going to be less or more than a day to grow to full maturity. So we're going to have to wait for the crops to grow, which is why we're going to depend on the animals. So fuel usage is default, which I did last time. These are all going to be off, so they do not refill. I'm going to have to refill things. These are all the same. Nothing different there. We got Let's Play Season 2. That's all the same. I've got some driving distance apparently. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a fun time, a fun map. I guess, actually, we might as well harvest our one field that we got, right? So we got an Akros harvester, one that I'm not familiar with. It's going to be interesting to see how we can get through this farm area when we get anything bigger. We might have to be careful when using bigger equipment. We might have to set up a secondary farm basically for bigger equipment and use the smaller stuff around here. So instead of replacing, we may just be buying stuff outright if possible. Luckily, we just need to get to the field that's straight ahead here. I really don't see much traffic on these roads, so I'm not too worried about it. I added a few other mods too, one of them being improved helper. So like on this field, you notice down there, it's not there even because there's buildings and stuff. It should be able to register that and do a better job of not running into things. If you're working on a field that's got an angled edge, it should be able to handle that better. Oh yeah, I should probably do this. So we'll have to see how that one works. It's just, there's a lot of mods that I've got that added a little bit here and there for different things. There was the AI vehicle extension. So it calculated the area of the field and will run based off of that. So we are going to need... Oh, this is up by the sheep. We do got a big tractor, a big Massey. Do we have anything else here? Doesn't look like it. I didn't actually show you guys this area. I was gonna do that, but so basically we got some room for stuff storage there. We've got a loading area here, and let's see. That looks like water. I don't know what this is. Wool path. Okay, that's where the wool is sold. So it needs water and food. So where is the food area? Or am I not seeing the water one? Oh, there's something in here. I have to watch him too, because he's probably gonna get fuller than we realize. Okay, that one looks like water. I think the other one was feed. Well, at least we can run through here. So let's see, we got straw on the ground. We're not going to have the money for a baler, I'll tell you that much. So we may want to run a wagon with him and then use the, let's see, I gotta get used to the way this farm is. Use this pickup wagon here and pick up the straw. And we're probably gonna have to plow everything then, so. We're just gonna have to take some time here, get things figured out. Wasn't planning on doing any sort of a cut this episode, just kind of, let's see, this is the loader one. It looks like a smaller horsepower one. Yeah, let's use this guy. So, I think our goal is going to be to replace these tractors with tractors that, well, that I actually know, that I'm familiar with. The Massey I'm familiar with. But the other two here, not so much. But they said we're going to have to figure out how to do this. And I think I want to sell everything off these first two fields. Just to get a little bit of an income base here. And get us prepared to start doing animal stuff. Our best bet's probably going to get cows in there right away and then slowly build up to get the food groups that we need. We can start out with just simple stuff first. But we'll have to get some cows in here. I'm going to be interested to see... Oh, you know what he's doing? He's going around the field. No way. He's actually reading where the outside of the field is, and he's going around the field. That's actually extremely realistic. Boy, I like this mod already. So he'll probably just take this corner, right? Sure enough. How about that? That is impressive. Okay, that is thinking when it comes to building a mod, knowing how to set things up here and get things working the way they should be. One mod that I'd considered, including but I didn't, was a mod that actually made it so that if things missed here, well, apparently he stops. Oh, okay. Now he's empty. Okay, so that's part of that mod too. That's cool. But yeah, it would spill on the ground and stuff like that. Especially if you're, I think it's mostly if you're doing it manually. So, it's going to be kind of tight working in some of these fields here until we either open it up or change the way some of them are. So I think it's going to present us an interesting challenge. Like I said, I'm going to end up playing this season differently than I've ever played it before. So I'm interested to see how that works. I do want to try to repair the equipment more often so that we're not losing money on equipment costs. But let's see what he does here. So you take the turn. Yep. Very cool. Let's grab this guy. Yeah, I really like that. That means a lot to me. I know most of you guys, it's like no big deal. What am I talking about? Things like that. But to me, I mean, that's how you normally combine stuff. You open up the field, you do the outside a couple rounds, so you got some room to move. Especially on the headlands when you got to turn around, because like the way we farm is similar to this, where you're gonna have trees and line fences on the edge of the field. So the crop goes right up to the edge of the trees. There's no two ways around it. You can't just... I want to try to go through here. you can't just run past the field and then just, you know, turn around at your leisure. It doesn't work that way. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get everything right there. So you do have to go around, you know, 2-3 times just to open up the field and allow yourself the ability to move. So it looks like some of this is dropping in a wider swath than I would like. But and we don't have to pick it all up. We're just going to need to have some of it. I think we're going to get the cows right away, so we need to get us some straw built up for our cows. For bedding. Might as well do that right away because we get like 10% or something back, or 10% of production rate just by having straw in there. So we might as well do it that way. And after that, if we want to sell it, we can sell it. We can do what we want with it. But we might as well utilize what we have, especially in the beginning here. Make money wherever we possibly can. I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way around. If I keep missing stuff, I will. Oh, we did have some fun here. Right on the edge, but it's okay. Did a good job, though. I'm not going to worry about having irregular fields anymore then. Because I know he'll do a good job in actually harvesting it. Oh, I missed a bunch there. Those are the kind of mods that they make me really excited to be able to see how things change and how things are for the better. So makes me more excited for the season. I was already excited, but you guys will have to let me know if you think there's any sort of requirements or restrictions that you'd like me to see me play on this map, on this season. Like I said, I'd like to limit my my cash cropping, I should say, to as little as possible. Really work with the animals. We're definitely going to get involved. There we go. We're full with. Oh shoot. With forestry. Playing around with a lot of that stuff. We're going to get a lot of that equipment, so we're going to be kind of animals and that stuff. Oop. Didn't see that tractor. I was trying to look down the road and didn't see anything. But I don't think I'm not gonna stretch this episode out too long. Like I said, I've got my plan kind of figured out. I just want to get these 2 fields harvested, the ones that are planted right now. I'm gonna have to plow up all the fields. I won't plow up the meadow or anything like that while we're figuring stuff out here, and we gotta find a place for this straw. Might just dump it in one of the bunkers for now. What is that building? Just a garage there? It looks that way. Actually, we gotta figure out where to put the straw to put it in for the animals. Kinda looks like right here. If we hit I. Oh yeah. And that's all the straw at once. I'm guessing it's the bare minimum for like 1 animal. Probably. Let's see. Oh, pigs are gonna need straw too, so if we use, we're gonna have to have straw anyways. We're probably gonna have to look at putting in a building here. Maybe up that way or something for us to store things in. I wonder if this counts as no, because it's saying unload here. Although I guess the other one would have too. Or is it not going to let me? Oh, because it's a bunker, it's not going to let me put it in it. Darn it. Well, maybe for right now, we'll just put it right in here. Right against the building. Good enough. And I'll get some more and dump some in by the pigs so that they're ready to go right away. And we'll come back next episode. We'll get some animals on the farm right away and kind of game plan for how we're going to do things. The days are probably going to go by real slow at first because we got a lot to do, a lot of things to try to get done in a short amount of time in the day. And we'll just see how things progress. So thank you all for watching, guys. And as always, take it easy.